National Smile Month product per day with Growing Smiles today are the Brush Baby Dental Wipes. And we're going to do the who, what, where, when and why. So if you've ever thought you don't want your child to have the same problems that you have maybe suffered from with tooth decay or gum problems, this is the product for you. This is where you start. You need to start cleaning your baby's teeth actually from the first sign of the tooth is erupted, but you actually can start even before that by creating an environment that's conducive to health right from the point the baby is born. So these are for parents and carers of new babies, and this is your first step in long-term oral health care. You don't want them to have problems. You've got to start from the word go. So what actually are these? There's a pack of 28 wipes, and it's the first step in oral care. Now we keep the 28 pack. A lot of places you will get only 20 wipes in a packet, so keep that in mind when you're comparing prices. Each individual wipe is wrapped in a little sealed envelope like this, and what it actually is a textured wipe. You slip it onto your index finger, and you can then use that to clean around the soft tissues in your tongue and the gums all around the mouth. You can see they're slightly textured, which makes them very, very gentle on delicate gums, and they can also be used when you can't brush, but they are the first stage in preventing tooth decay. They are paraben and fluoride free, and they're banana flavoured little dental wipes. And why would you even think about them? They have xylitol, and xylitol promotes a healthy environment in the mouth by inhibiting the growth of bacteria that cause tooth decay. If you know anything else about Growing Smiles, you know we're big fans of xylitol. Why? It's because research has actually shown that the bacteria that cause tooth decay are passed from parents to children by kissing and cuddling. We wouldn't have it any other way, but that's how we transfer those. And that in itself creates a potentially damaging environment for your baby's mouth. So using xylitol regularly by mums has been demonstrated to significantly reduce this bacterial transmission from parent to child, and that results in fewer cavities developing in the longer term. So you can use these dental wipes from before the first tooth is erupt, and that creates an environment that is conducive to health. What's actually in them? Well, they're water, sorbitol, glycerin, xylitol, cellulose gum, and a number of fruit extracts and flower extracts, and that's pretty much what they're made up of. How do you actually use them? Well, you use them as part of your oral care routine. You take them off the cover, and you would use them then to actually wipe around the soft tissues and around the teeth. Okay. And then these are single use. You don't want to flush these down the toilet. You want to throw them out. Don't need any water. You don't need to rinse afterwards. So when would you use them? Really from birth to about 16 months. But as soon as the first tooth erupts, you really want to get a toothbrush in there. And you can start with something like the little mom teaching brush that we talked about earlier in National Smile Month. Why? Well, do you know something? Decay can start as soon as the first tooth erupts in the mouth. And if you lose baby teeth early, that can affect the permanent teeth. So while you might see just baby teeth in the mouth, what's actually happening is the permanent teeth are developing underneath. So if these baby teeth are lost early, your permanent teeth lose their sat nav. Basically, they lose their direction, and they can come up all over the place. So you want to create an environment that's conducive to health in your baby's mouth. You don't want them to have any pain, and none of us like to see our children suffer, and never mind the stress and the upset to yourself. We know that in the UK, a child has a tooth extracted under general anaesthetic every 10 minutes, and that is a really scary statistic when you think that by and large tooth decay is a preventable disease. These wipes are a great start to creating an environment in the child's mouth that is going to be conducive to health. And what you're trying to do, all parents want their children to have a smile for life, and this is a great stepping stone from the word go to help your child's growing smile. So there you go. National Smile Month product per day with Growing Smiles are the Brush Baby Dental Wipes with xylitol.